Now let's dive into today's training. Today's training is about a topic that I'm extremely passionate about, and it's called improvisation. Improvisation is just as important as learning technique and learning your rhythmic skills. When you're improvising, you're tapping into that internal source of creativity. And it's a source that when you explore it, magic happens. And it has unlimited potential, and you're just filled with so much joy when you're in that mode of creation. Just take a moment and reflect about a time when you were creative in something, whether you were writing a book, you were writing a story, you were painting a picture. How did you feel, right? It's that sense of joy that we're looking for and that we can experience when we improvise through drumming. So I've been improvising since I was a little girl. I was taking piano lessons when I was 3, and I was always wanting to improvise, and I was never allowed, but of course I did. And then when I discovered drumming in my later life, I found that it was very filled with improvising, and I got so excited about that. And so half of the practice that I do on my hand drums is improvising. I improvise off themes, and it's amazing. And most of my teachers do that too. So it's really this incredible tool that we can use for creativity, for personal enjoyment, and you will find that when you become more creative on the drums, you'll become more creative in your life. You'll start improvising more, maybe with your cooking, maybe you'll start writing stories. So it's a lot of fun. And I really want to invite everyone watching to improvise with me, to do this challenge with me right now. Okay? So let's begin. And there are a few roadmaps that you can go by with improvising. The first one is to feel the pulse. This is something that you should always feel when you are drumming. So when you're drumming and not feeling the pulse, it's kind of like doing yoga without breathing, right? This is not just with drumming, it's with any kind of instrument you're playing. So if you're playing an instrument and not feeling the pulse, it's like illegal. So I'm going to invite you guys to jam along with me with no structure, right? I'm not going to say play this rhythm, play this technique. Just let your hands fly. You can come up with your own techniques, do whatever you want. The only thing I'm going to ask for you to do is to feel the pulse. So here's the pulse of the rhythm. So that's what I want you to feel. Now play it along, anything you want. Let yourself moment. Close your eyes. Tune in. See how you feel. So that's something you can do anytime. I have drums with me in my car. I live in Southern California. We have lots of traffic, and sometimes when I have a light, I drum. But sometimes I take my drums to a park and I just play. I'm driving to a gig and I have some time and I'll find a park and I'll drum. It releases so much and it makes me feel so good, and it's like an immediate joy you feel when you do this. And so just tune in right now and just see how good you feel. See if your energy has shifted at all. And remember, this is a gift that you can give yourself anytime. I have drums in every part of my house. I have drums in my bathroom. I have drums in my bedroom. I live in a place where I can be loud, and so I love drumming at night, under candlelight, in my bed. I'm a nut, and it really fuels me in so many ways. And when I'm drumming, a lot of the times I'm just improvising. So the second way we're going to learn to improvise is exploring theme and variations. And this is something that they do a lot in Indian music, where they'll have a theme and then they'll have a variation off the theme. So our theme is going to go like this. Doom, doom, taka, taka, doom, doom, ta. 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 So this is a 4-beat rhythm, okay? What I'm doing here is I'm doing this clapping that they do a lot in Indian music. You go 1, 2, 3, 4. Join me on this. 2, 3, 4, and recite. Doom, doom, taka, taka, doom, doom, ta. 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 Now let's get our drum and play it. Doom, doom, taka, taka, doom, doom, ta. Slow down. Doom, doom, taka, taka, doom, doom, ta. 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 Nice. Taka, taka, ta. 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 Now, a variation that you can do is that you can take this rhythm and you can break it into 2 parts. So, doom doom taka taka is our A part, and then doom doom ta is our B part. Now, what if you played our A part 1 time and then you did the B part 3 times? What would that sound like? Let's recite this a few times and then we will bring it onto our drum. Here we go. Doom, doom, taka, taka, doom, doom, ta. Doom, doom, ta. doom, doom, ta, and doom, doom, taka, taka, doom, doom, ta, doom, doom, ta, doom, doom, ta, yeah, doom, doom, taka, taka, doom, doom, ta, doom, doom, ta, doom, doom, ta, doom, doom, taka, taka, doom, doom, ta, doom, doom, ta, doom, doom, ta, doom, doom, taka, taka, doom, doom, ta, doom, doom, ta, doom, doom, ta, doom, doom, taka, taka, doom, doom, ta, doom, doom, ta, doom, doom, ta. Now let's go to our drum. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, go. Doom, doom, taka, taka, doom, ta, 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 doom, doom, taka, taka, doom, ta, 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 and top. Taka. Recite when you're playing, please. Ta, doom, doom, ta, ta, taka, taka, ta, ta, ta. Now go back to just the theme. Doom, doom, taka, taka, doom, doom, ta, right? Doom, doom, taka, taka, doom, doom, ta. Taka, taka, doom, doom, ta. Doom, doom, 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 taka, taka, doom, doom, ta. Now we're getting a little faster. Those who want to go faster, join us. Here we go. Taka taka doom doom da, doom doom taka taka doom da, doom doom taka taka. Now just improvise. Feel that ball. Great job, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me on this. And your challenge is to make a video of yourself improvising and share it in our Facebook group. Now, you can just play and improvise, or you can come up with a theme and variation, whichever you would like to do. But try the challenge and share with us your grooves. It is so much fun to improvise. And if you've never picked up a drum and just played from your heart and just let your soul come alive that way, I want to invite you to try it. So So to go over this training one more time, I talked about the importance of improvising, and I gave 2 techniques for you to practice improvising. Now, for both techniques, the most important thing is to feel the pulse, okay? So no matter what you're doing, whether you're improvising or you're playing traditional rhythms, you always want to feel that internal pulse. So the first way I suggested was just to pick up a drum and play and make sure you're feeling the pulse. And then the second way that I suggested was to do the theme and variations. And I just gave you guys one variation. Why not come up with a few? You know, please remember to just have fun. Drumming is so much about fun and joy. And it's really this ancient instrument that has been used for cultures all over the world for healing, for ritual, for ceremony, and for joyous occasions. So please remember to tap into that, to enjoy your drum journey, to relax into the groove, to really just be in the moment. You know, drumming really helps us be in the present moment. And it's just one of the best natural drugs on the planet.